and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Get ready for a view quite simply worth dying for. Look at all of that blueness straight over the rooftops of Uptown, Midtown and straight into downtown Kato Paphos, and it's all looking very, very blue indeed. All that's missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy. Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me. Oh yeah, we're waiting, especially for you. And I'd like to say a big, big shout out to a young lady in downtown Nantwich. Happy, happy birthday, of course, Princess Meghan. And hopefully you'll be coming to Paphos very, very soon indeed. But we wish you a very, very happy birthday and a truly spectacality of a day indeed. Big shout out to your mum, Lady Jessica, of course, her partner in her crimes, that's our Lord Simon, and of course we cannot forget my little mate, who's not that little anymore, is he? And of course that's your brother, Gangster Max. But really, really have a truly spectacality of a day indeed, and hopefully the weather in downtown Nantwich is not treating you too bad. And I'm pretty sure your mum and your dad will take that little bit extra care of you today. Keep practicing with the lifting because you'll be coming to Paphos pretty soon, we're sure. And of course this time I'm pretty sure you're going to lift up Ochin Rasivi Alaboof, that's Marika, and myself on each of your arms. Now we're heading down through Konya village, we're going to hit the Limassol roundabout and we're going to keep on going straight, and we're going to head down to downtown Kato Paphos and see just how blue that blue Mediterranean Sea is. And today is a great day, by the way. The weather is absolutely spectacular. The temperature, if you are curious to know, is 23 degrees and it's about 20 past 10 in the morning. So this carries on with Mr. Paul almost live. Yeah, so by the time you watch this video I'll be sitting somewhere having a nice coffee. I'd like to say a big thank you and a shout out of course to our Lady Ali. Thank you very, very much indeed for those lovely 2 coffees, and I'll be consuming one of those in a little bit, that's for sure. Now, if you're curious to know how do you gift us those virtual coffees, well, it's via the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Lots of people have heard of it and lots of people haven't. But if you Google these magic words, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, up will come our landing page. You can choose to read that little bit more about us. And of course, you can choose to read the comments. You'll be there a while because there are quite a few people who have gratefully gifted us those coffees, and we do thank each and every one of you from the bottom of our 2 hearts. And I'd like to say a big shout out to, of course, our Lord Harold and his girl Lady Pat. 1 wasn't enough, 2 wasn't enough, 3, 4, 5 wasn't enough. No, he chose to gift us 10 coffees. And of course we thank you very, very much indeed. And when you sail into Paphos in December, guess what? We'll be waiting especially for you. Now, this is Limassol roundabout. We're stuck in traffic because some girl has not switched the lights on yet, and now she just has. She's just woken up, and of course that's our girl, Lady Andrea. And of course that peacock in her life, that's our Sir Mart. Big shout out. Kalimera. Kalimera to you. And of course you'll be coming to Paphos in August, which is only just round the corner, isn't it? But I tell you what, there's people on a big bird as we speak, and they're jetting into Paphos. They'll be here soon. And of course that's our Lord Andy of Shropshire, and of course he's bringing his girl, Lady Ness. And hot on their trail is going to be the girl in charge of the show, and of course that's our Dave Ann. She's jetting in from downtown Hartlepool, and we're going to have a spectacality of a week or 2 in and around downtown Kato Paphos, and well, we might catch them on camera now and again. I'd also like to say a very, very happy birthday to a gentleman who's in Paphos as we speak, and of course that is our Sir Steve and his girl Mandy, and they've jetted into Paphos to celebrate that event, and they'll be here for about a week, and then they'll be going back to downtown Essex, and he'll be getting down to work again. And of course his girl Mandy will be making her sandwiches, except on a Sunday. That's her night off. There we go. Paphos Neon Mall is coming up on the left, and of course we're going to head straight down, and along the way I'm going to name one or two of the businesses and one or two of the landmarks, and of course have a rant or two, because that's what Mr. Paul does, isn't it? Lord Mark of the Peacocks. He likes to have a rant about this and that. What we're going to rant about today? Well, I tell you what, we'll talk about road tax. Why have I got to pay so much road tax? Unfortunately, I own too many cars, obviously, but why am I paying all this road tax for all these roads that are absolutely rubbish, and there's potholes absolutely everywhere? And why am I constantly having to replace suspension parts on my cars? That's what I want to know. I'm going to go take it up with the President of Cyprus, pop down to his palace, and see if I can borrow his S-Class. He's a brand new S-Class Mercedes, by the way, courtesy of the people of Cyprus. A bit like all politicians, isn't it? They're all, well, like to make sure that they do all right and they promise us the world. Anyway, rant over, Lord Mark of the Peacocks. Big shout out to yourself, and of course to your beautiful wife. That's our girl, Lady Cheryl, and of course to your couple of princesses, Princess Amelia and of course Princess Abigail. We hope you're having a fabulous, fabulous day. What's going on here? Traffic jams galore in downtown Paphos. And talking about bits and bobs with the name Marika and me on it, I talked about this last week, and that peacock called Lord Mark, I said he wants to buy literally everything. He wants some trouser patches because he's got holes in his pants apparently, so we'll have to get some of those made, and we're going to get some beer mats and t-shirts and hats, and what else can we get? Mugs. Yeah, I'm a mug, so we may as well get some mugs with my mug shot on them, and perhaps a picture of the most beautiful woman in the world. Of course, that's Miss Auction receiving out the booth. So hopefully over the next couple of months we're going to get the website up and running, and we're going to get a link through to our merchandise page, and hopefully some of you guys will, well, buy one or two things and perhaps keep us afloat, as we say. And of course continue to join us as Superstar members on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, like Lord Mark of the Peacocks and Lady Ali, and of course Sir Neil, and of course they've got two dads, that's Lord Mike and of course Sir Brian, and they're going to Paris in September, and of course they're going to be celebrating Sir Brian's birthday, and hopefully we'll get to join them in the downtown Kato Paphos promenade and harbour area. I'd also like to do a big shout out to some people in downtown London. If you're the greatest Spanish teacher in the world, yeah, that's our girl Lady Andrea, and of course her partner in her crimes, who's the greatest shipping logistics man in the world. They got a little bit of, well, flu or whatever it might be. We wish you well, and we know you'll recover pretty quickly. We're sure of that. Big shout out to Lord Mauricio, and of course their Princess Sarah, who's now not having to do any cooking or cleaning because her mum is back. Much better when mum's back, isn't it, Princess Sarah? I'll bet it is. So we're going to keep on going down the tree-lined avenue and head down to downtown Kato Paphos, or of course as I call it, downtown Kato Paradise, which is of course what lots of you guys call it, because you understand that when you come to the island of love, oh my goodness, you get to fall in love all over again and again. If you like what you see, hit that like. No, don't hit that like. Smash that like, as they say in American English. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a single penny. It just tells YouTube that you like what you've seen, and perhaps they should recommend this little channel known as Marika and Me to more like-minded people like yourselves. So don't forget to keep coming back now and again to check what's going on in and around downtown Paphos. And of course, if there's somewhere that you'd like me to go, drop it into those comments, gift us those coffees, and of course that video will be coming very soon indeed, especially for you. Lots of people like the visit to the Shahi Indian street food restaurant. There's lots of people say they're going to be popping in there and having a word with Rashid, and of course the greatest chef in the world, and that's our man called Yusuf, and of course they'll be having a chat with Mr. Singh, and he'll be taking great care of you. Don't forget to mention those magic words, Marika and Me, and you never know, you might get a discount, or at the very least a little bit of something for free. And and they absolutely are superstars, by the way. When we went there, they took such great care of us, and we had 5 starters, as you may have noticed, and they wanted to give us lots and lots of other meals as well, but you know, it's just too much to consume. But don't worry, we're going to go back in a month or so. They've invited us back, and we're going to sit down and have some main courses, and of course we're going to take you guys with us, so you're going to get to sample those delights and see just how spectacular that food is. And hopefully when you're in Paphos, you'll pop in and say a big hello. As time goes on, we are going to feature more and more restaurants. More and more of them are saying, hey guys, come in and perhaps sample something and put it onto one of your crazy little YouTube videos, and you never know, 1 or 2 people might find a restaurant that perhaps they've not been to before, or perhaps they'll walk past there, was not sure, but then they get to see something that we eat. You feast your eyes, and then you can pop in there and have a bite to eat. We're going to take a left here, and we're going to head down towards the Alexander the Great Hotel. Then we're going to take a right and head into central downtown Kato Paphos. And I promise you, don't click off just yet, because the views are going to be to die for, because it really is a spectacality of a day indeed. Yes, Sir Jim, there's that word again. Cuddle up to Lady Amanda, give her a kiss, because you very soon indeed will be getting on that big bird and jetting into downtown Paphos. Now, is there enough brightness in the sky for our girl in downtown South Wales? I think there is. What do you think, Lady Whitney? Do you like it? Are you getting excited? Because you know, you're coming to Paphos very soon indeed. And of course, we're going to be dancing and we're going to be prancing up and down the promenade. And to top it off, on your final eve, we'll be getting on board the big boy. Of course, that's the Ocean Vision Super Cruiser, and we'll be making a little video or 2. There's the Alexander the Great. I'll bet some people are getting excited because they're coming to Paphos and they're booking in there very soon indeed. Let's head to downtown central Kato Paphos and see what's going on, because lots of people like to know not only about the weather but about the roadworks and all the improvements that are taking place. Well, I'm pleased to tell you that the majority of the roadworks in the parts that matter are finished, and of course they are rapidly now progressing with the improvements. For example, on the right hand side here, they're telling us another 3 to 4 weeks and all this area will be complete. Luckily on the left hand side it is complete, bar 1 or 2 little bits and bobs. But now, if your name's Mr. Duncan, well, last year he came out of the Annabelle Hotel, and of course he understood he was in the middle of a building site. Not anymore. Now, when you book in at the end of the month, I tell you what, you've got a beautiful pavement on the left-hand side, and across the road, they're saying, as I've just said, 3 to 4 weeks it'll all be finished. So you're going to get beautiful descent down to paradise, which of course is the downtown Kato Paphos promenade, and it's coming up right now, especially for you. And there's a lot of people with some massive smiles on their face. People in Tea for Two, that's the restaurant on the right hand side here, having that nice breakfast before they strut their stuff down the downtown Kato Paphos promenade. The promenade area, the harbour area, what a delight is in store for you. And this here, by the way, now is the brand new hotel complex that's opened in downtown Kato Paphos. It's called the M Boutique, and there's a brand new restaurant bar on the corner. It's literally just opening, and of course one of these days we're going to take you with us and the camera and make a little video all about it. Now stick with us as we get to the end of this street, take a left, and guess what? A view to die for of the downtown Kato Paphos harbour is coming up, especially, and I mean it, especially for you guys. Summer has certainly arrived. All that's missing is you. So if you like what you see, you know what you do, hit that like, click that subscribe, and keep on coming back for the little bits of madness as Mr. Paul takes you on his travels in and around Paphos. I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course if you do like what you see, hit that like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back to join me. I'll see you again the same time tomorrow. Big shout out to, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Sir Daniel, of course Sherry, who's always right, Sir Brian, Sir Ronaldo in downtown south of France, he's getting excited because he knows he's coming back to Paphos very, very soon indeed. He's going to grab his girl by the hand, that's our Lady Sylvie, and jet back into downtown paradise. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed. Look at that, absolute paradise, and it's all looking very, very blue